Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to get some things situated while everybody gets in. And yeah, we'll get started. Let me just go ahead and pull up this. Okay, so with the background good. Second chat is coming up so I can see your questions. Brandon, what's up? Thanks for the middle finger. Love walking into that. Would you come at 7:37 to put that in there? Appreciate it. One of the perks to being a member is you get exclusive emojis. Let me see if I can find some here. Yeah, so I'll just put them out real quick. Hopefully you can see them. So you get those emojis if you become a member. We charge a lot for members around here. Let me turn that off. You got to pay like $1 million to become a member. Actually, it's like $1 a month or something, but it's more or less for the scrolling credits. Let me see what the next one is. Okay, cool. All right, let me go ahead and turn off that so we don't have the background noise, and we're good to go. So, hey, well, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Fun fact for you guys, if you're just showing up, I just got back from training, so I'm drinking coffee at 8 p.m. in my boxers. That's it. Sweating my ass off. I smell like sweaty dudes. So there you guys go. I was actually going to go in front of the camera tonight, but I didn't think it was appropriate. At least not yet. I'll break you guys in first. But yeah, so this is the Thursday night live stream Q&A. Go ahead and start putting your questions in. They can be reef related. They can be military related. I told you guys in the video I did, I don't know, a couple days ago that I was going to start talking about the military stuff, PTSD and all that kind of stuff. So if you have questions or you want to know, you want to know anything, feel free to ask. Kind of moving the channel in that direction, at least for this month, to see how it works out. Now, tomorrow, do expect a daily Q&A video, plus I'm going to do a video kind of like a pre-frag swap, because as you guys know, I got the Lancaster Mason-Dixon frag swap on Saturday at that fish place in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, just a heads up, excuse me, I'm burping. If you plan on buying coral from me, there is a discount code right now available. It's called Demonetized, and I think it's 20% off. But if you're going to buy coral, do it before Friday, because whatever doesn't get sold between now and Friday is pretty much going with me to the swap. I am cleaning house. I'm going to be moving some stuff around for coral. I'm actually going to be putting a whole bunch of frags into the 300. You guys will see that. I've kind of removed 90% of the colonies in that tank right now, and I'm just going to kind of replace them with, just kind of fast growing SPS for the sake of trying to get the tank to look not as naked. And so yeah, if you're going to order coral, use that code, or if you're going to order anything, use that code and do it before tomorrow night, because that stuff, it's going to be out of stock. I will put everything out of stock. Don't worry. I'm not going to let you order something that's not available. But just a heads up on that. What's up, Kim? What's up, Kim? I love that dog. I don't know what kind of dog it is, but its eyes are super cool. They look like husky eyes, like the silver or whatever. Emojis. What's up? Hello. Austin, what's up? What's up, guys? I'm just going through and saying hi. I need to train, but cannot find a PT belt. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, man? PT belt? I don't know. I don't know what kind of training you're talking about. I was talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, Axel's in the back acting like a fool. Hey, you might want to lay down. I'm trying to do a live stream here. Nope, it's not playtime. It's sit down and be quiet so I can do my live stream time. We'll go play later. But yeah, so I did jiu-jitsu, and then I usually don't do late on Thursday nights. His tail is just smacking everything. Hey, go get it. So I usually don't stay this late on Thursdays, but I kind of stay for an extra class. And well, yeah. What's up, Larry? I'm just going through and saying hi before we get started. Peter, what's up? Travis, getting ready to release his OnlyFans in his boxers and coffee. Yeah, I don't think anybody would pay for that. Maybe Caleb would. Well, Gabe definitely would. Listen, let me go ahead and put this out there. Guys, I joke around about a ton of stuff. Please don't get offended. I know I put that keychain up. Listen, yeah, I mean, the amount of emails and messages I got about that, like how offended you were and stuff, guys, you gotta stuff that. You got to stuff it, because I don't care if you're offended. I don't, because I'm just messing around, joking, and having a good time. And if you get easily offended, I mean, you shouldn't be here anyway. So people are like, why are you doing this? You're going to lose all these subs. Well, if you're going to leave over something like that, then you were going to leave anyways. Trust me. So yeah, guys, I mean, I'm always messing around. It's just the way it is. And Peter reminded me that because I am gonna make an OnlyFans. It's gonna be butthole shots. That's it. Butthole shots. I figure I'm trying to figure out how to bedazzle it, but I can't get the angle. I gotta lose a little bit more weight. I got like a $109 right now, or 209. So I lose a little bit more weight before I start trying to bedazzle it. But it's to come. You'll see. Wayne, what's up? That is due. That what fucking read that wrong. What to do? MOS rank and out E6 D9 for me. I went in as 19 kilo, and basically there wasn't any tanks. They weren't bringing Abrams to Afghanistan, so I had to reclass 11 Bravo before we left. So, but I think Wayne, aren't you the one that had the tank? I swear, you're the guy that had the tank with that rock, right? I keep saying that because for some reason the name just keeps coming back, and I feel bad if I messed that up. But I'm pretty sure you're the one that had that rock that I was talking about that turned your tank into a forest, and then you changed it out, and now it's freaking smoking nice. Pretty sure that's you. Yes, that's you. Okay, cool. All right, I know I'm gonna say that about 100 more times. And my brother's name is Brandon. For those of you who don't understand. Oh, by the way, guys, I got to put this out there. The next week, November 11th, we're doing our first Veterans Coral Pack giveaway. So if you are a veteran of any war, doesn't matter what it is, please send me your proof of service and I will add you to the list. I think we got like 15 or 20 right now, people, which is pretty sweet. And we're going to do the first coral pack. Is going to be 10 frags from the 300. It's going to be random stuff. Believe it or not, I don't know if he's here, but for the first time today, I sent out a coral pack, a 20 pack, and I put a Walt Disney in it. I don't know if he's here, but he's about to find out tomorrow that he got a Walt Disney in there. I don't do that all the time. So don't think you're going to order a 20 pack and a Walt Disney's going to show up. I don't do it all the time, but I do it sometimes because I like surprising people. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, go ahead and submit your proof of service. So then I will put you on the list. And then what we'll do is we'll come into the live stream. I'll talk like this for maybe like 5 minutes or so. And then I'll go ahead and do the drawing so you guys can move on with your lives. Because it is Veterans Day, you guys are probably doing stuff anyways. So I will do the giveaway. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have your email already. So you don't have to reach out to me. Whoever wins, I will just be like, hey, man, you won the stuff. And I'm going to send you 10 frags from the reef tank. So, yeah, free shipping, US only, by the way. And we're going to do that every single month, the very first live stream of every month, indefinitely, until I come up missing or whatever happens. It depends on who I piss off, I guess. What's up on 91 Bravo, 61 West, 7R, 1992 to 2050. What the hell was I doing in 1992? I was born in 87. I was still probably shitting my pants, but yeah, man, it is what it is, right? E7. Late soccer game, but I'm here. Hey, it's cool. I know you got stuff to do. I'm busy. What's up, Tim? I'm still going through what's up here. What's up, Adam? Brandon? I know you know. My brother's name is Brandon. Kim says she is blue. Merle border collie. Okay, Travis adds Sully. I really like the eyes on that. It's trippy. Like it. People need to get thicker skin. Yeah, I mean, listen, I just joke around and I try to have a good time, but people get offended. It is what it is at this point. But either way, the analysis for the daily Q&As, I know that they were daily for a while, and then I ended up getting distracted. I got a lot of stuff going on, like a ton of stuff going on right now. It's personal life stuff I'll talk about at some point here. But the analytics, it was really well. I mean, it's still going up. The analytics is still going up from those videos. So I'm going to keep doing the daily Q&As. I am going to get behind the camera, not for the daily Q&As. I'm still going to stay in front for that because it's really easy, but I'm going to get behind the camera. I got a bunch of DIY stuff I want to show you guys. Yes, that's you. Austin says, love the keychain. Best thing you printed. Hilarious. Gave me a laugh. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you liked it. But the 100 people who didn't like it, they told me though. They sure did. Let's see. Got my 180 wet and a mix of dry rock and KP Aquatics rock that has cured since July, running today. Sweet. You know what I want to do? I mean, if you guys at some point, I mean, we could do the Q&A, but if somebody wanted to hop in and show their tank, feel free. I mean, I can always send you a link. If you're going to come in, just don't be an ass. I mean, if you're going to come in and, don't be a weirdo though. Like, don't be weird like me. But if somebody wants to show their tank, I know a lot of you guys are kind of wanting to get out there. Let me know. I don't mind bringing somebody in. What's up, Wayne? Hey, what's up, man? Seth. Seth, are you the one that I know I had a couple Seths who submitted for the veteran stuff. I don't know if you're one of them. You ever had an experience with fucking that's almost a dick Toyota. I don't know what the hell that is. Let me Google that. Is that an STD? Fucking better not be. It better not be an STD. If it is, I mean, probably. Let's see here. Let me Google that real quick. I'm afraid. So I can't say it because oh, it's an algae. Whoo! Glad it wasn't that. I've seen that before. I actually had that come in on a acro rock that I imported several years back through Kingping. They drop shipped it over. It wasn't something that he did, but they drop shipped it over. But I've seen that before. That's definitely live rock stuff right there. Have you ever had experience with it? Well, I just cut the acro off and threw the rock away. So that's about the extent of my experience. So I can't really help you with it. I would say just like any other algae, manual removal is probably your best bet with that. So I would continue to do manual removal, even to the point where if you're scraping it off and you're siphoning it at the same time, probably to avoid like spores or spreading throughout the tank, probably something worth trying. But other than that, like I said, my experience with that type of algae, and it looks similar to that, if not that, and I just cut it off and re-glued the acro colony because that's kind of what you do when you import them. So I wish I can give you more information. Part of my group here is St. Louis setting up veterans with tanks and corals and frags. Sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. The whole COVID thing really jacked up our second build. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do. Everyone's so weird about that. So I figured the coral stuff would be a good starting point. Just give that away. Is coral. It honestly, if it comes down to it, if you win and your tank is full of coral, which some of you guys are, and you just want 3D printed stuff, we can work something out. I'll send you 3D printed stuff if you want that instead. Fun fact, by the way, if I sound like I can't breathe, it's because I can barely breathe. I got bruises the size of softballs throughout my entire chest down to my stomach, and that the little freaking diaphragm bony thingamajigger. It hurts to breathe. It's pretty rough. Travis, hey, that's my name. Travis, what do you charge for your Walt Disney? Well, it depends on the size. What's the one I got on the website right now? I sold the other one. Sold the smaller one. I don't charge a lot. Some people get pissed off because I don't charge a lot. But what's this one? I think this one's like $175. Yeah, it's on a 3/4 inch disc or 3/4 inch plug. It's pretty decent size. It's like $175. Let's see if I can get a link. But I don't charge a lot. I get people get mad about that stuff. Listen, I grew it myself, okay, and I'll sell it for whatever I want to sell it for. If you don't like that, then get on the list of people who don't like what I do. But yeah, I don't really charge a lot. I know a lot of people are charging like 200, 250, stuff like that, depending on the size. But I don't really go. Yeah, it is what it is. So that link is going to go through at some point. What's up, John? Awesome, man. Hey, bring those keychains this weekend. I am going to make some. Fun fact, I could not get blue or red filament for a while. So I just put a crazy order in, and it will be here tomorrow. So I can finally, because I got a stack of orders that are just full of blue and red stuff. So if you order something blue and red and you haven't got it yet, then that's why. I did send an email notification out to most of those people. But it finally came in stock. As you guys know, with the inflation and the shortages, it's just like, I'm starting to feel it. I won't lie to you. I'm starting to feel it on my end. So I've actually expanded into, I told you guys I was going to do some investing. I'm going to get back into talking here about reef tanks, but I started doing some investing, and I started mining cryptocurrency, and I started investing into crypto because, and I'm going to be dipping into some other stuff, but I'm starting to feel like it's not too bad, but I am starting to see kind of how things have been going for the United States and just the world in general. I'm starting to feel it on my business end. So I don't like it. So I'm starting to expand into some other stuff. Plus I got attorney fees that'll make you want to cut your wrist, man. It's rough stuff. So yeah. So basically coming from that, I wasn't able to get filament for a long time, and bone dry filament, and I was just like, this is like to the point that almost half my printers weren't able to be operating because I just couldn't get filament. So yeah, finally got some stuff coming in tomorrow, and I can get back on track. But yeah, I will be bringing some this weekend. Do you think I should go balls deep on investing in coral so I can start my aquaculture pretty full, or just get them a few at a time? Thinking more higher end things, no more mariculture things. Well, hey, I mean, it's a toss up, man. And if you're just starting, okay, if you can get a discount on buying bulk, like if whoever you decide to buy this stuff through, if you can get a discount buying bulk, then go ahead and do that. But if they're not going to offer any discount, then just go at your pace, what you're comfortable with. That's kind of my recommendation. And I mean, if you're quarantining this coral ahead of time, of course, the more you buy, the more you can quarantine at one time and get through the process. And then that way you don't have to, you don't have to just start over every time you add a frag kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if you're quarantining your stuff, but yeah, I would say get as much as you can if you can get a discount. That way you can quarantine it together. But if you can't, then just go at your pace. And I definitely recommend you quarantine your stuff for sure. Can't stay. We'll watch replay tomorrow. It's all right, Will. I appreciate it, man. Well, at least you came in and said something. Thank you. Hey, Travis, your advice: how to acclimate mail order fish. Very RAS. I like that RAS. Worked again. Cool. Simple. Simply acclimate the temp and place in QT. Check salinity so it's close, and then shipping water adjusts accordingly. Yeah, just be careful when you open up the bag. Remember, all that pee and stuff, that ammonia is going to go toxic as soon as it hits, the oxygen, like the fresh oxygen in the bag or in the air, and then you start burning the gills. So I tend to, salinity. As long as most people are sending fish out, usually keep it within an appropriate range. As long as you're not dipping down into hyposalinity. I doubt any retailer is going to send you hyposalinity fish, in that water. I don't think anybody's ever going to do that. But as long as you're not making a drastic drop upward motion in salinity, from like 1.009 to 1.025. If you're not doing something like that, I don't think you really need to worry about adjusting it. I think the damage that's going to be done based on the gills burning during that process is worse than just having a little bit of a jump up in salinity. So testing it's fine, but I really, temp acclimate and drop them in QT as quickly as possible. It's definitely what I recommend. And I learned that from Brian, who read it in an article from a guy who then did it. And I've had my DOA, like my success rate. I wouldn't say DOA. My fish quarantine success rate on imported corals went through the roof when I started doing it that way, because a lot of them were dying off like a week or two later. So appreciate everybody being here for the stream. We got 63 people in here. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, like that stuff. I'll show you my train wreck. Yeah, cool. You can show whatever. What's going on? What's going to turn into a roast my reef? Hey, I'll do a live roast my reef. As long as you guys aren't going to get butthurt over it, we'll be good. And yeah, Caleb, I know I got to make a video. Travis, can coralline algae come in different colors? Yes. I've seen it in dark purple. I've seen it in green, and I've seen it in, I guess, normal corallines. What, pink? Kind of pinkish, dark pinkish. So I've seen it in those three colors. And it also comes in like a plating form. Like instead of it being circle, like you see on the tank here, it's kind of like flat, circle, roundish on the back glass. You can actually, I have some in the tank as well that plates out like a Monty. It's pretty cool. So it does come like that. Let's see here. It's an algae, yeah. Can't wait for my coral pack to show up tomorrow. Hey, you're the one I sent that Walt Disney to, Mike. Just so you know, I labeled it Walt Disney. Okay, so just remember, be nice to that coral. I had 3 of them. I put 2 up on the website, sold 1 so far, and I went ahead and sent you the other one because I remember I had last week I couldn't ship for you, and then I delayed it this week because I had a bunch of stuff going on. So I was like, all right, I sent you that. But yeah, let me know how everything turns out. There's 2 heat packs in there because temperature's supposed to drop tonight. So just let me know. If it comes in cold, make sure you float that stuff for a while. How do you kill bryopsis? Most people increase their magnesium level to about 1600 ppm. Be careful. Don't really go any higher than 1650 or 1700. I think is the very max you should probably go because your snails will start becoming lethargic and you'll run into a bunch of issues. So most people do manual removal with increased magnesium. Seems to be the cure for that. That's how it was a couple years ago. Maybe there's something new. possibly. What's good for green algae? Well, what's good as into what's the best way to get rid of it? James, the first thing you want to do is fix whatever's causing the problem in the first place. I've talked about this many times. Is try to find the source. Check your source water, your RODI. Make sure it's 0 TDS. Make sure your filters are clean. Consider doing ICP test on both the tank and the RO water. Something I recently did a video on it. And just make sure your filters are good to go. And then just make sure you're not overfeeding, not overstocked, all that good stuff. And then first thing you want to do is manual removal. If you're able to get in there and pull the stuff out or scrape it off with like a toothbrush or whatever, try to remove as much of it as you possibly can. And then usually 30% water change once a week for a couple weeks is a good way to get nutrients down. Just be careful because you don't want to do too much at one time. A lot of people just try to find the source and then just do the water changes and then kind of give it time to adjust. I would stick with that before adding like GFO or, making any other adjustments. Try to avoid using chemicals if you can to a certain extent. I know there's like no-pox and biopellets and all sorts of stuff like that. Try to avoid that if you can. I mean, a lot of people have to use that stuff because they have really stocked tanks. But so find the source, manual removal, water changes, and just kind of keep at it. And then you'll be good to go, man. Just your feeding, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully that helps. I have a bunch of videos on algae. James, you can check it out. I guess you can do like fish of hex algae or something. I'm sure it'll pop up. Here we go here. Isaac says, thank you for the advice. 3G, no problem, man. Appreciate it. Larry says, would you know how long it takes for fins to regrow? We just upgraded my buddy's tank, and like a bunch of morons, we reused the sand and got the anemone spikes, and the tank lost a lot of its fins. Okay, ammonia spikes and tank. Okay, yeah. I misread that. Sorry. So actually, we just put I had to deal with this recently. We put a giant, what the heck is that? Damn lionfish, in a tank, and his fins got jacked up during the whole moving process with the net and everything. It took about a month of good eating for them to get their fins back. Let me read this real quick. Is it? I gotta get that question in a little bit. Just got text coming through, but so it just took about a month of good eating and all that kind of stuff, and he'll come back. At what outdoor seasonal tip should we avoid shopping and receiving corals? Best seasons, times of year. I like shipping in the winter time. I had the best success and the lowest DOA fall and winter time and spring. That's the best. I have more DOA in the middle of the summer than anything because it's much easier to keep the temperature elevated with heat packs in the wintertime than it is to cool a box at 100-degree weather, if that makes any sense. So this is the best time of year for me to ship. I like it a lot. Also, corals are a little bit more forgiving when the temperature kind of drops down opposed to it going up. I mean, I've had corals come in, even in my personal, like when I ordered for imported system, I had corals come in at 43 degrees and they turned out fine. But vice versa, if a coral comes in and it's 98 degrees, it's usually roasted at that point, literally. So this is the best time of year for me. Let me live stream at the moment. Sorry. Let's see here. Yes, I did. Was excited to see. Should be putting an order in with you early either way, but I'll wait to see the drawing results. Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, even if you want to put an order in and then I could always add that coral to the order and do one shipping. Just let me know. Okay, so that came through twice. That's kind of weird. I have to get this message, guys. I can't delay this one. I think it's worse. There you go. Okay, I'll have to get back to you on that. Sorry. Hey, Travis, with RODI water being the new trend, how did people grow SPS back in the day if they wanted to? A lot of people were actually, they used distilled water, right? So distilled water, they would just boil that stuff off, kind of, get it it is relatively clean, right? They use the steam. Okay. That's what a lot of people were using before. But then again, guys, I'm still technically a noob. I've been reefing for like 6 years, something like that. 60 or 70. I don't know. It's not very long. I'm definitely no 20-year-old pro around here. I definitely don't got that kind of experience. So I wasn't around for that. But I do know a channel you can go to who can pretend he knows. apparently somebody sent me a link to a live stream. But apparently when you talk shit about somebody, then you block the live stream so no one can see it, which makes a lot of sense actually. But anyways, keep doing you, man. But yeah, so distilled water is what they used before, and or they use the ocean water. That would be my guess. How back up are you on orders placed? 3D printing, not that bad. Now that I have filament coming in, I think I am. Let me look. So I'm a total orders, including coral, I'm at 47. All right, so that's pretty good because usually I'm at 100 plus. So that's really good. So I would say maybe 3/4 of that is 3D printing, and I got a whole bunch of filament coming in, and I got 11 or 12 printers free right now. So as soon as that filament comes in tomorrow, I'll be able to pop up those printers, get them working. So not that far. We're still looking at like 2-week turnaround, something like that. Now I did have somebody put in a massive, unbelievably massive 3D printed order, and I got to email him and let him know that's going to take a minute. Like probably the biggest order I've ever had in my life for 3D printing. So you know who you are. Trust me. Did I lose my spot? No. Did I really? Okay. Yeah. By the way, love those Nero Nem guards. They work amazing. Cool. Yeah. Those turned out good. There is another pump that I've been having an issue with. Let me find it so you guys can see it. It is a pump that I sell, and I want to explain this to you guys because a lot of you have been asking me about it, and it just reminded me. So it's called the Octo. Let me show you. It's the Octopus 2. Now, when I designed this pump, I bought one brand new, right? And then I went ahead, he sent me in one, and then I bought one brand new because of an issue. What happened is, over time, this pump, the impeller itself actually kind of pulls itself out of the housing, and then when it starts hitting the guard, right? So when I built the Nem guard, the very first one, it kept hitting over and over again. And then when I put it on a new pump, it wasn't an issue. So I'm gonna have to make some small adjustments to this Nem guard because apparently, even with the adjustments I made before, it's still catching on older pumps. So fun fact for anybody who's looking to buy one of those. Hey man, what's up, Tanner? Message you on Instagram today. You suggested Staghorn as a fast growing SPS. Yes, Tanner, did you do that? Let me check your Instagram message. Let's see what you got here. Instagram. Oh, that's a dick. Okay. Tanner, I don't see you here. I don't see it. I don't see it. No, I don't see it, man. I don't know if you messaged me or not. But maybe hopefully there's not another page. But either way, yes, Staghorns are a great first beginner growing acropora. It's not a beginner SPS. I've had sent some of Staghorns out to people who order the beginner SPS pack because they're like, hey man, if you want to throw in a stag or something instead, that's fine. So, but it is Axel. Will you go? Everybody can hear your tail. Why don't you go for a walk? Go. Thank you. And they're drumming. But yeah, so Staghorns are great, easy beginner Staghorn, like acropora, and then in general, like the green slimer and the ATL blue clover, those are all stupid easy to grow. So yeah, I definitely recommend those for sure. Tanner, I didn't see any Staghorns on your website. Any coral in stock on your website that is fast growing SPS? I'd like to order from you because I love your content support. You sure, man? Let me check. I doubt that stuff's out of stock. Let me look here. Okay. Coral. So we have the ATL blue clover here, the green slimer here. So those will be the two. I got to move this rainbow granulosa to cut to order. So these are the two stags here. They just go under acropora and then cut to order. Do I have any stags in there? I do not. Yeah, see that, guys. That's my life right now. Freaking out of stock. The worldwide corals, yellow tip is actually a pretty easy coral to grow. The poison ivy, acropora, is pretty decent, but you're gonna have to keep it in a little bit lower par until it adjusts. I've noticed with this coral, if you take it up to 500 par right away, it is very, very sensitive. So you gotta stay down around the 250, 300, and once it's happy, it will find its way up there. I gotta move forest fiery back to the original thing. WYSIWYG, I don't think I have. There's a bunch of stuff here. I don't know. Is there another stag? Yeah, just ATL blue clovers and stuff like that. But yeah, so I got some stuff on there. Not a lot, so I apologize. I'm just kind of getting everything back to normal. But yeah, man, hopefully that helps you out. Appreciate the support ahead of time. Heath, what show you going to this weekend? There's one in Columbus, South Carolina. I'm going to check out Saturday. I'm going to the Mason-Dixon. It's their annual fall frag swap at That Fish Place in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it's Saturday, and it starts at 10 p.m. And I think it's $10 per person, $20 per family. There's a raffle, I believe, at 3 p.m. And I'm just going to be donating a bunch of crap to that. So, yeah, I'm going to be the only person there with 3D printing, and I'm going to bring a tank of coral, and it's just going to be $20 per frag. And I might do like 3 for 30 or something. I don't know. We'll see what kind of deal I want to do, but, I'm just bringing a tank, putting $20 per frag, just bringing whatever I can possibly get that's not sold between now and then. And then just sell a bunch of 3D printing stuff. So I'm actually looking more forward to actually just socializing with people. I know a lot of you guys have been saying that. So what all frags are you bringing to swap? I don't really have a list, man. It's just going to be a bunch of stuff. I don't really have a list. But I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but it's just gonna be whatever's healed and ready to go that doesn't sell between now and then. First time I've been here in a long time. How is Scott? Scott is doing pretty good. Hopefully he can come to the swap. I've actually got to check with him. I haven't heard from him. But hopefully he can come to the swap. And if not, then I'll be soloing it. I'm actually, yeah. So, but yeah, he's doing pretty good. Have you ever heard of clownfish eating nudies? No, I had Montebor eating nudibranchs, and it seems like the clown's fish ate them. I would watch him pick at the digi. Huh. Well, hey, no, I've never heard of that, but there's nothing wrong with it. That's for sure. Hopefully they took care of the problem for you. Now no more nudies. Hey, I just count that as a blessing at this point. I've never heard of it, but yeah, maybe I don't know. But cool. Yeah, no way. Thank you so much. I'm so stoked. Yeah, man, just, let me know. Let me know how everything turns out. Like I said, it's supposed to get really cold tonight. I put 2 heat packs in it. I forgot what state that was going to. I think you're pretty close to me. But I labeled it Walt Disney. It's not a huge frag, but it is enough to get you started. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe like $100, $120 frag. It's nothing crazy, but I just wanted to make up for the fact that I delayed your shipment because of everything. So let me know how everything turns out. If anything's dead or anything's DOA when it comes in, just take a picture of it in the bag and we'll work something out as usual. Yep. Before I did all the drip acclimations and the other water changes methods with the mail order fish with poor results, 0 losses after your method. Thanks. Hey man, it's Brian's method and whatever method he got, but I'm happy to share it with you and I'm glad it worked out. Another question, is it okay to keep magnesium at 1600? My salt mix tends to be at a high and I just started dosing to keep everything stable. Is it okay to keep stable with that range versus lowering it? Okay, so 1600 is not horrible, right? It's not. The job of magnesium is to keep calcium and alkalinity from coming together in the water column. That's why you see 300 ppm or 400 ppm of calcium, and then you have 1600 or 1500 ppm of magnesium. So its job is to keep them separated so they don't precipitate out. Now 1600 is not horrible. I don't think you're going to see any negative issue or results or anything from having it at that level. Keep an eye on your snails. Some snails can be kind of weird about levels around there, closer to 1700. But 1600 is not crazy. Now, what I would say is, I don't know what salt you're using, but there shouldn't be salt being sent to you at 1600 mag. So consider maybe mixing the salt better, testing the salt before you put it in the tank, or switching to a different salt. I try to stay around 1500, 1450, 1500. And then I also have mag chips and I dose magnesium on a monthly basis outside the calcium reactor. So it's not crazy, but keep an eye on your snails. If you find that you hear them falling off the glass, so say I don't know where your tank is at night, but say you start hearing shells like hit the bottom of the tank if it's bare bottom, or you notice them falling off the glass, that means that the magnesium is starting to have a negative impact on them. So you should probably lower that. Okay, what shape does your hydrophora grow into? Seems to, man, I can't read tonight. Seems to need to trim after 5 months of growth to keep the bonsai on. Yeah, that sounds about right. But I never really, mine grew out, but I trim them all the time for sales, of course. So I never really get to see a full hydrophora bush, if that's what you want to call it. So yeah, I guess if you like that look, that's fine. I don't really base, I guess, my trimming on how the coral looks. My trimming method's based on if a coral's getting too close to another one and I need to save them from themselves so I don't lose money. So I guess maybe I approach it differently than you do. Tanner says, when are you doing the next build? I think I remember you talking about it once. Sorry for all the questions. I'm drinking and no friends. That's cool, man. Hey, I'll be your friend. But your name is Tanner, so that's just it's funny. But anyways, it's next build. I don't know when it's going to be. It's going to be next year at some point. It's definitely not going to be this year. Like I said, right now, I got some personal stuff going on that's pretty intense. So that's going to be my focus. I've even stopped doing tattoos and kind of everything besides jujitsu in my life is on the back burner right now. I go to the gym, I do jujitsu, and I work, of course, all the stuff with the kids. But everything else is on the back burner because I got to get through that first, and then life will continue on next year. So that will happen then. What's up, Travis? Elk Ben running 8.3 consistently with PO4 at 0.02 to 0.06 with NO3 at 10 ppm. But I'm seeing acros. I think acros. I'm seeing whatever in acros is not happy. Do I need to increase elk slowly? Okay, so your elk is fine. Your PO4 is too low. That's why you're having issues. Your NO3 is fine. It's a little high. It's nothing crazy. Your PO4 is too low. You got to get that back up. 0.1 is probably a good place to sit. You'll probably be happy at that point. And your alkalinity is fine. 8.3. That's fine. As long as you're not getting major fluctuations in elk, you're going to be good. But get your PO4 back up. If you want to go to 9, you can. But I think your low PO4 is the result, is the issue you're having. Who's the infamous guy you're beefing with, Travis? I missed the wild shenanigans. Oh, it's not beef. I just poke fun at him because it's funny. There's no beef. Maybe on his end. He's so irrelevant. It's not really a beef on mine. I don't care. I just make fun of him because it's interesting, that type of personality. But you're gonna have to find out for yourself. I'm not gonna cross promote. There's no reason to do that. I know everyone is upset with BRS buying Ecotech. What are your thoughts on this? I don't care. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I don't even care. Listen, there's big fish and there's little fish. If you're a big fish, you're going to eat the little fish. That's just the way it is. If that's what they want to do, then do it. Listen, if I had the money, I'd buy them too, and I'd rebrand them to make them my own, and I would sell the shit out of them. Listen, it's just business. One thing you guys got to realize is there's no feelings in business. It's the way it is. If somebody came to me right now and said, hey, I'm going to offer you this amount of money for your business, and if it was appropriate compared to what I'm making, I'd be like, okay, I'll go build something else, So it's just business, right? And if BRS wants to do it, let them. And if you get if you're upset about that stuff, you need to find another hobby, or you need to find something else to distract you. Go to the strip club, go to the bar. Do whatever you got to do. But you should not be upset if a company is buying out other companies to expand their stuff. That's the way the world works. Okay. Countries take over weak countries, and to add to their country or to adopt to their stuff, that's just the way the world works. That's the reality. So, I personally, I just don't care. I know that sounds bad, but I just don't care. It doesn't bother me. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? I like your whatever the hell that is. His hairdo on that thing. Hey, Travis. Hope all is well, bro. I won't lie, Robert. Your picture I thought was a kangaroo. So you guys are still emailing me pictures of kangaroos, man. I saw the kangaroo. Okay, they're like, you wouldn't hug that. I'm like, yeah, I would. Through a fence, though. I won't let him kick me. Hey, hi, Peter. North here, old adult film star. What the fuck? Okay, I should probably. Can I read ahead of my voice? Hi, Hex. Hi, Peter North here, old adult film star. I have a 500-gallon question. How many cleanings per month? Thanks, North. Okay, well, yo, I would say that one. I'm trying not to get demonetized. So hey, good luck on that. I was in film too. Probably not that kind of film, but yeah. How many cleanings per month? I guess it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do water changes, most people do 10% weekly or 20% biweekly. And yeah. Dude, I almost want to Google this. Somebody Google Andrea. Google this dude's name. And then just let me know if it's legit, because I don't want that shit in my Google history. So let me know. Peter North. Oh, it hurts to even laugh. I'm in so much pain. Gotta go, guys. Up early, work this morning. Good to be back. Hey, have a good night. All right. Man, we're already 41 minutes in. Have I even accomplished anything so far in this live stream? What's up? Literally about to do it. Give me a sec. All right, let me don't link a video. Don't link he's probably like Kong Dong or something. Don't link that stuff. I got enough self-esteem issues. Okay. Man, now I'm not looking at shit up. I gotta get a VPN. I gotta get some. This week's sponsor, virtual VPN. Okay. What kind of glue do you prefer to glue in your water? Well, I don't glue in the water. I use gel super glue. I usually get it from Bulk Reef Supply. And Axel, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Brotowski, Fertowski, come here. Ferzinski, for something. Come here. What are you doing? You're being quiet. You're like my kids. Whenever they're quiet, they're doing something. Oh, you got your toy? Okay, go. You can go play then. I use gel super glue, and I get it from Bulk Reef Supply, and I don't glue underwater. It doesn't work out very well. So I've done a couple videos on showing you guys. If you go to like my Frag and chills, I usually talk about gluing frags and all that stuff. But I do not glue underwater. I just don't do that. It's a mess. What helped you get customers to your site? Not to take customers, but I started selling and having a hard time getting people to my store. Well, this YouTube channel, I get 99% of my referrals from YouTube to my website. At least that's what the analytics is. I guess I can look and see where most of them come from. Oh, let's see here. It usually tells me. Nope, not today. Usually, it'll give me some daily analytics stuff, but yeah, I started before I started selling coral. I started YouTube, and YouTube was just kind of me documenting my stuff and kind of the mistakes I made and all that. And I'm out of coffee, and that sucks. So I went ahead and started YouTube, did all that, and then built my business off of it. That's basically it. And then I don't know what happened with the 3D printing. I guess Andrea could probably tell you, but he's not a bad looking dude. There's an old Canadian porn star named Peter North. Not a bad looking dude. No clue if it is really him. Man, I'm not looking that shit up right now. I got stuff to do tonight. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of starting off a porn. I got to do book work for QuickBooks. I ain't trying to get distracted with that. But hey, thanks, Peter North. See if my brother do it. Anyways, I don't know. How did we even get on that? Jesus. Yeah, so YouTube, back to YouTube, started it and then built my business off of it, and then 3D printing, that kind of just, I don't know where the hell that came from, but it's been successful. Also, really like your business model. Glad it worked well for you. I couldn't keep up with the prints like you do, huh? It's I'm telling you, I wake up in the morning. I got a pretty decent routine. I'll get up in the morning, take a shower to wake up, and then I'll go down there, start the printers, then I'll go to the gym, come back, and then just, keep them going. I usually run them all night. I do have 3 printers down right now. I got to do maintenance on. It just happens, but yeah, it's good though. I'm drinking whiskey and grilling. Haha. I'm not sure if that's a good combo. Only way, man, I want to grill. What are you grilling? I have this crazy craving for a Juicy Lucy cheeseburger. Oh my god, I can't get started. I've been cutting for weeks, man. Been cutting for weeks. And you guys can probably tell in the videos, the more I cut, there's a point, Coach. I'll get back to the cheeseburger in a second. I can't even talk. I'm salivating like a fucking dog over here. Anyways, when I cut, like my head gets like really big, and then there's a point where then my muscles look big. And like once I get around like 12%, 11% body fat, then my muscles start looking big again, and then my head doesn't look as big. So right now I'm in the your head looks big and you still look soft phase, but I am like 209, so I got another 10, like another 14 pounds to go, and then I'll have my abs back, which is nice. Because then I can flex them on camera and be one of those guys. It'd be like the next Tanner. But anyways, yeah, so back to the cheeseburger. I want a Juicy Lucy cheeseburger. If you guys ever had one of these before, you take a patty, you flatten it out, okay? You make another patty, you flatten it out, and then you hold that joker and you put like cheese, mushrooms, bacon, whatever the hell you want in the middle, in a little ball in the middle of this burger. You take the second patty, you put it on top, and then you pinch it around. You crimp it, right? And you got this little pocket of goodness. And then you go ahead and you grill that on charcoal. And then, man, excuse me while I swallow over here. And it is only saliva, by the way. And then you grill that thing. And then to top it off, you go ahead and you take a slice of cheese, put it on there, and then you put the same toppings on that cheese. And then you put another slice of cheese, and then you melt that stuff, and then you put it on a roll, and then you eat it with lettuce and tomato if you want. So that's a Juicy Lucy. And then all that awesome stuff just... Okay, moving on. I'm getting ready to upgrade my 120 to a water box 220. What's the best way to store my fish and corals? In the meantime, I'm worried about dying. Okay, well, I don't know how long you're going to have them out of the tank for. If you're upgrading for more than a day, then you should probably set up another system, a temporary system, and put them in there. Like get a 50-gallon or 40-gallon breeder at like $1 per gallon sale at Petco. You can put a hang on a back filter, or you can drill in a sump, whatever you want to do. But yeah, porn stars and cheeseburgers. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Okay, but yeah, so you can just set up another tank if it's going to be more than a few hours. Yeah, put them in another tank. Finally hooked up my new Trident that I had for a year. It's reading 530 ppm calcium even after calibration. Saltwater consistently reads 460. What calcium test do you recommend? Red Sea. Okay, I use. I'm trying to remember last time I used a test kit for calcium. Red Sea. Yeah, I use Red Sea, and then I use the Trident for everything else. But I calibrate every time I open up a new box of reagent for the Trident. I always calibrate with that stuff. So your Saltwater is probably wrong. Check the expiration date. He is old school, made a fortune on the money, shot for distance. Are we talking about Peter North here still? What are we talking about? You guys can remember, I'm getting messages like way back. So are we still talking about the porn star? Fuck, I don't know. I was trying not to. I got fucking shit to do today. Okay, here we go. Another comment about the porn star. Thanks, Peter, for fucking up the live stream. Hi, Hex. I just set up a 40 breeder and was wondering if you have any light recommendations. Mixed reef. AI Prime HD is a great light for mixed reef. Put 2 of them over a 40-gallon breeder. You are good to go. We're going to end this live stream because I'm going to the grocery store and eating cheeseburgers tonight. So it is what it is. Andrew probably knows him. Yes, he probably does. Instagram has been a big push for you too. Consistently has been really good to your strength. Yeah. Well, Instagram, I haven't gained subscribers on Instagram in forever. I should probably stop using the hashtag Instagram can kiss my ass. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Oh, so many bruises. I'm telling you, neon belly is neon crush your sternum. That's what I got going on right now. Okay. Shit, I need to start cutting, but it's fat man season now. Make some chicken thighs and steak. Oh man, Juicy Lucy sounds amazing. Next thing I need to make, yeah. I'd eat the asshole out of a Juicy Lucy right now if there was one. Okay, so I think we're at the end of the live stream, guys. Good. It's been 49 minutes. Thanks for your questions. I'm gonna go get food. Juicy Lucy's. I thought we were back and talking about Peter's short stories. Oh God. I did mention that I'm in pain, right? Okay, so yeah. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the live stream. We've had consistently 50 to 60 people in here the whole time. Pretty awesome. Definitely appreciate the support. Don't forget to show up next week for the coral giveaway. And if you want to buy something, use the promo code demonetized. If you're gonna get coral, get it before Friday. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. Any more questions here? What do you use to cut chalices at bone cutters? No, I use the bandsaw. I do not use bone cutters on chalices because it will fracture the skeletal structure and it'd be a mess. So if you can use a Dremel, if you don't have a bandsaw, like a diamond coral bandsaw. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys being here. It's a good live stream. And I will see you next week. I'm going to go ahead and put up the reminder for that. All right. Stay tuned. 2 videos tomorrow, daily Q&A, and then I'm going to do a quick walkthrough on my reef setup. And I will see you guys at the show this weekend. And yeah, drive safe if you're coming anywhere. It's supposed to be cold, so hopefully it's not like icy or anything. 1,000-gallon update. There is no update. I'm still living here for a while, for next year and a half, and then we'll work on that. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you being here. Really appreciate the support, and I will see you next week. All right, or tomorrow. All right, peace.